Hey everyone. I want to see if I could do a mini read. Yeah, I've been seeing that with a few readers and they are a lot of fun. I want to see how this goes. So this is for Sun, Moon, Rise, Venus. I'm going to go through all the astrological signs. Pick it. Well, this is probably going to be time stamped afterwards. So check out, see how your storyline goes. And starting in a few days, I'm going to be posting February gonna be mini. A few minutes. Let's see what happens. Where are we gonna kick this off with? I think I want to do. If you're just chiming in, say hello. Let me know where you are. And well, this is a random pop-up. I'm fully aware of it. I just kind of want to see where it goes. This is fun, and also I'm expanding the channel. Let's do this. All right, we're gonna kick this off with daily guidance from your angels, and we are gonna kick this with Aries. So, what do the well, what does daily guidance from your angels want to tell Aries? Assertiveness. Hey. Yeah, I'm on late doing a totally different read. It's a thing. Ooh, opportunity to forgive. And we have entrepreneur. Okay, this is about you stepping into your power and not letting anyone cross any boundaries with you. This is boundaries, not walls. You don't need to have we don't need to have you in a castle, and we don't need to ask you to let your hair down. This is strictly for you to actually be the assertive badass you are in your life, the leader of your life, directing where you want to go, what do you want to do, and not really taking anyone's exterior over impulsive influence anymore. You can forgive them for the power that they held over you for the time period, but again, you let them have that power, so you are taking that back. Assertiveness, no longer walls. I hope that that made sense. And Aries, I want to see what wisdom of the oracle wants to tell you. So let's see what's up. Let's see. If something comes out upside down, it doesn't mean anything bad. It's how the story marries as a whole, and how the cards fly all over the room. It's a thing. Fork in the road. Some decisions need to be made, and you not making them is a choice. That is you giving your power away to someone else, which again, you're done with that. But I actually see you being kind of cut dry on this. Aries. Sun, Moon, Rise, Venus, whatever planet has Aries in it, see what it governs and create the storyline for you. And check out your other astrological points too. It's a lot of fun, creates a really in-depth storyline. And okay, all right. This is all about forward momentum for you. Clean it up, action time. You don't have to take control over anyone else's side of the street. Keep focus on what is yours and yours alone. And if anyone tries to come into your house, they kind of have to get through the front door first. And I don't see you letting them in. But again, very black and white, and at the tail end of a gray area in your life, and you are pulling in the reins right now. So you got clean it up, right? Fork in the road. Time for naps in reverse. This is all about forward momentum. You are hitting the ground running on this. Entrepreneur, being the key player, the leader of your life, and not letting anyone else take that power away from you. Again, that may have been the story in the past, you know, especially when we're in the gray area, the transitional phase of this this collective life that we were just passing. And then opportunity to forgive. Fork in the road. Don't you dare start with that again, Matthew. Assertiveness. Don't do it. All right, so where are we going now? We are going to, I'm not ready to go to Taurus yet. There's one more deck I want to investigate with this. I'm gonna put this here, because I kind of think I'm going to reuse these decks as I go through. Let's look at archetype for Aries. Aries, what are you working with this weekend? No. Guys, if you are new to my channel, I like to do lives. Even though I'm pre-recording a few more episodes, there'll be 3 things going on in the lives. My reading, my interactions with you, and then life that takes on its own form in the comments, which, as you can see, the theme right now is sporks. It's a thing. All right, there's 80 cards in here. Don't get hooked on title. They have titles like prostitution and God and all those things. It's about the substance underneath. So, again, we are finishing up with Aries right now. Thief. Shed your light on the potential wealth within you that can never be stolen. Addict. Helps you recognize and confront addictive behaviors. And what's coming to mind immediately is, oh my God, codependency. Teacher and athlete. This is where you get to flex your spiritual muscles, that assertive muscles that was in the beginning of the reading. I'm kind of back. I'm doing mini astrological pulls right now because I've been seeing some of the people I interact with do them, and it seems like so much fun. So why not? Okay, you got athlete, teacher, addict, and again, I'm leaning more towards codependency, but whatever an addictive behavior is for you, kind of keep your eye on that and squash it. So thief, shed light on potential wealth within you that can never be stolen, helps you recognize and confront addictive behaviors, and sense of validation from people who are really starting to exit your life right now. Let go of those ropes. The ability to communicate knowledge, experience, wisdom, or skill and wisdom, and dedication to transcend physical limits, including handicaps. Development of personal willpower, strength of spirit. This is all circling around in the reading. This is talking about, again, you are putting in that firm boundary and working on what your strengths are. So you have learned enough about yourself and you've learned enough about the counterpart in this, and it doesn't have to be romantic. What in this is saying that someone has an imbalance? And where are you compensating for that? And you're pulling back that energy, and I feel like you are highly resentful on it, rightfully. So pull it back, let the cord go on that connection, let them go and get themselves together. Don't work on their side of the road. All you can do is focus on yourself. So that is where we are going to be in this weekend, Aries. Now, Taurus, my Taurinians, my bullheaded beauties. Check your sun, your moon, your rise, your Venus, whatever has a Taurus in it. This message could be for you. And, well, other parts of your astrological sign. It's how it all ties together. It creates these amazing little individual storylines. I am a Virgo sun, a Scorpio moon, and a Capricorn rise. But I also have a Venus in Leo. So very, in relationships, kind of loud displays of affection. And that, let's see. Wow, new partner, life purpose, Taurus. Ooh, I like this. I like where this is heading. Joy. Awesome. See only love. And this one wants to come out. Okay, law of attraction. You've been drawing in this new partner. Then this can be business. This can be part of your soul tribe. This can also be romantic. But you have been doing a lot of self-work, a lot of self-actualizing, and being clear on what you want in a partner. And I do see that you are making contact or being in contact with a potential new partner. This is one that serves not only your love purpose, but life purpose too. I feel like there is a lot of humanitarian work in this, and this is a heart expansion for you. So if this is talking about reconciliation, but you guys have done so much work to where this is a new partnership, then try and see only love of the situation. Don't hold each other to old problems that you guys have been working through on your own paths. So again, the paths are becoming compatible, and this is something that is worthy of a reach out. And I know that you want to, you've been thinking about it, and communication and sacral chakra is all being activated. Wisdom of the Oracle comes out upside down, Taurus. Timestamp it, and we'll have happy, happy, joy, joy time. Ooh. You are ready to jump into anything right now. You just want to jump in because you have all this new energy, all this new sense of self and empowerment, but not all that glitters is gold. So use discernment. Listen to your spidey senses. And this came up for Aries too. Clean it up. So make sure that your side of the street is clean. Don't worry about what the potential counterpart in this is doing. you are stepping away from, you have recently stepped away from people who you thought would be in your life forever. This can be one or more people, but just because you fit in doesn't mean you belong there. And I feel like a lot of people are going into separation from those people who you have these karmic ties with. And again, it's not bad, it's just time has run out. The lesson has been learned and it is time to move on to the next phase. And I really see that you are doing that. You have done this purge, you have this huge sense of renewal, and I feel like you are acquiring some mutual teachers in your life. You have tools that they will find suitable and compatible in their life, and likewise reflecting back to you. But again, use discernment, because what is under the mask? What is the underlying motive? Is one or more parties using fear, or is this about empowerment? You're ready to jump in. You have the tools. Just listen to those spidey senses when they come about. Just because it is new doesn't mean that you don't know the situation. I hope that made sense. All right, now what archetypes is Taurus working with? Let's see. Don't pay attention to the names. The names don't exist. Well, the gravity of them. Femme fatale. Yeah. Seduction. Everything seems really enticing, really beautiful. Sometimes it's a mirage. You are letting go of that sense of victimhood. You don't need to keep reliving past situations and experiences. Don't let the emotion live with you. You can take it as a lesson and let it go. And releasing what is potentially destructive in your life. Advocate. And there's one more. It's this one, yes. Ooh, alchemist. You are truly a musician, Taurus. So transforming the base motives and goals into golden wisdom inspires you to put compassion into action, release what is potentially destructive, preparing for new life. All right, let's see. I'm using for the mini astrological reads, Caroline Mai's archetype cards, Wisdom of the Oracle, Colette Baron Reed, and Daily Guidance from Angels from Doreen Virtue. Yeah, Doreen Virtue. I kind of stammered on her name for a minute. Sometimes I'll say the cards because I have so many cards that I will screw up on the author. So Destroyer, release what is potentially destructive, preparing for new life, prevents you from letting yourself be victimized or victimizing others. Oh God, Taurus, this is all about you getting centered, staying centered, and then not letting any imbalance penetrate your world. So you have a lot of appeal to you right now. You have come out of the fire and now you are the phoenix rising. It is absolutely beautiful. You are this pillar of strength, and I get that you have all this acquired wisdom, and now it is, you're attracting so many flocks. Use some discernment, because again, they can give you an awesome image. If something doesn't click into place, be very quick to call it. Yeah, I absolutely love that, Matthew. So, all right, Destroyer. That storm that you went through, that back-breaking storm, it wasn't for destruction. It was to clear the pathway for yourself. And it's bittersweet because you wanted so tightly to hang on to all those situations and peoples and conditions, but it wasn't going to stay anyways. And you were going to stay as long as you could, and you did. And now, see what's around you. See what you want to manifest. It is completely in your power, but don't let yourself become too scattered in it. Grounded. You took so long to get grounded, don't lose it. All right, so now we are on Geminis. My gems, my double, the twin fish. There you go. I absolutely know and adore a lot of Geminis. I think my father was a cusp, Gemini and Cancer, May 24th. Okay, steady progress. I love this, gems. Ask. Let's see. Ooh. I think there's one more Gemini. So again, this is for Sun, Moon, Rise, Venus, however it suits you. Pay attention to all your astrological points. See how the story marries as a whole. You are finding balance and you are asking for divine guidance to get all the imbalance out of your life, because sometimes you bite off more than you can chew, and sometimes you make promises on the upswing of things and you get balanced and it's like, I really don't want to spread yourself too thin. You've had this huge swing, you've been making so much sleep too, you're going to crash on your knees. So ask and you shall receive that divine intervention, that guidance. This is completely protected and this is divinely guided. So actually I want to get one more card. What else does daily guidance from your angels want my gems to know? All right, so that came out again. Ooh, this is about new connections, innocence, seeing the innocence in them, seeing the underlying motives, and seeing what truly this person is to you. How do you connect with another person, and how do they attach themselves to your lives? How are the storylines compatible? So asking for the underlying motives and not seeing people as malicious. Just because someone is new and they click right in place doesn't mean that they have underlying motives. This is truly people of your soul song. I love it. All right, now, gems, what does Wisdom of the Oracle want to tell you? Let's see. So if you are new, say hello, let me know where you are in the world, and make sure you like, share, subscribe, hit the bell. You are catching this live, so there will be some edits afterwards, well, little timestamps. If somebody wants to do that, I think that that's cool and I appreciate it. If not, I get it. It's fun to hang out on these lives. There's going to be 3 things happening. This, interacting with you, and the world in the comments. It's actually a lot of fun. So, ooh. Okay. I still want one more. I want this one. Going the distance. Oh my God, Geminis. Okay. Go the distance, soulmates, thinker, blessed. You didn't get here all by yourself. Soulmates are definitely part of your story, this co-creative part. So the connection coming into play, the connections, again, this doesn't have to be romantic. Soulmates can show up in many forms, whether it's family, friends, lovers, and, you know, just an acquaintance. A soulmate is someone who knows your story as well as you do. And again, it just feels like homecoming. So the connections that are coming into play this weekend, again, you're going to want to push people away. You don't have to do it. You have the lessons. It doesn't need to be the wall. They're going to go the distance. This is smooth sailing in these connections. You can, well, you can tell your story. You can share your story with them, but don't downplay your part or another person's part and what got you here. This is a weekend where you actually, I feel, you are bearing your soul to one another. And don't, the main thing is don't overthink things, because when you get trapped inside your own head, Gemini, it kind of becomes its own self-induced storm, and you just, everyone's just kind of coming out of that purge. It's not fun. You don't need to have a little mini induced one. Let's see what archetypes you're working with this weekend. Let's see. God. Okay, vampire, see what is draining your energies. Undoubtedly, you're going to be putting a lot of them out there. Are you being an energy vampire? Are old tried and true connections or old social constructs being emotional vampires to you? Pull back that energy, because you have better places to spend it, and a lot better places that will appreciate it. And again, oh God, highlight your fear of self-empowerment. This is going to be so empowering. I could see this in the beginning of this. You're going to want to snap back, because again, you're so used to, you know, just being in a situation and everything's going great, and then suddenly it's like something flipped over and everything is just in chaos again. This is going to be one of those times where you are going to be double checking yourself, double checking what's around you, and you know, there's no storm started yet. You're making sure that you have your raincoat, but no, you don't need to cause chaos just to prove a point. This is, all right, so what I additionally pulled out was determination to remain young in body, mind, and spirit, ability to see things with fresh eyes. How are you able to see things through fresh eyes if you're so guarded? You don't need to do that. Trust yourself. This is a huge point for you. So I hope that that made sense. And whoever just said good night, good night. Okay, Cancer, my Cancerians. Let's see, what does daily guidance from your angels want you to know about your approaching weekend? Creative projects. Okay. Joy and life purpose. Ooh, what song are you singing? I love this. I truly do. But you wanna, looking around, I should have brought in a drink. Hey, Jessie. July 4th. Yeah. July 4th was a really interesting day this last year for me. It's quiet. I think it was my first ever quiet 4th of July. All right, a lot of messages for my Cancerians. All right, you have innocence, blessing in disguise, assertiveness, joy, life purpose, and creative project. God, it's like I was in bed watching TV, talking with 2 friends on Instagram, and I don't even talk to one of them now. So, all right, so your soul longs to express itself in creative ways. The purpose of your life is to serve others. How can you infuse all these things together, Cancer? This is about your unfolding, your creative process, intuitive hinges that are falling completely into place for you, and knowing what is yours and what is not yours creatively. Is this an impression from someone else? Is this someone else's vibe, their energy? This is about your empathy opening up. And again, I feel like the clairs are opening up for you, where it's clairaudience, clairsentience, I have no idea, but intuitive spark is being kicked open, and it is like this amazing floodgate. Just pay attention to what is yours, what is your insight, and what is someone else's, and that is bogarting your space. So assert those boundaries, sing your song. It is pure and love and true and guided, and there is nothing to feel bad about in this. You're not stepping on anyone's toes with it, and even if you were, those were toes that were meant to be stepped on. Not every, and the more you give of yourself, the more others will give of themselves to you. This is beautiful merriment going on, but again, be mindful not to overextend yourself, because when you do, you crack under the pressure. You don't have to do that. Okay. Good night, Renee. So, what are you rebelling against? You don't need to break something down in order to prove a point to someone else, but to bear their soul to you too. It's not any sort of malicious intent on anyone's part. I hope that that made sense. All right, Leo, Sun, Moon, Rise, Venus, Nina, Pinta, Santa Maria. What does this want to tell you? I am a Venus in Leo, and that is very loud expression of love. Oh, Leo, commitments coming into play because you are finally allowing yourself to be in the flow state. Oh, I love it. Listen, you are getting the insight to what commitments you are making. These are really deep commitments. Or on the flip side of this, the commitment coming into play can be reconciliation of someone from your past, and you need to listen to their story. Focus on service if you're panicked about what they are going to say or do. Focus on whatever's in front of you. This is a heart-wrenching time, but it is where the heart is broken open and displayed. Whatever strife has been experienced in the past, Leo, Sun, Moon, Rise, Venus, whatever your story, see it through eyes of love. I feel like there is a lot of miscommunication in this, and it's not what you think, but you guys are open to the reconnection right now and building some sort of a commitment, whether it's romantic, business, or family or friends. You guys just want to be in each other's presence. You guys meant something to each other. It wasn't shallow. It wasn't what you expected, to say the least, but something like egos got in the way and things fell apart, and it hurts. But you guys mean that much to each other to open the doors again, to try and figure things out, see if this is worth another go around. So if you are afraid of the backlash, if you're afraid of rejection, still speak your truth to this person, still make the effort, and focus on what's in front of you while you wait a response, because it is going to be better than you anticipated. It's not going to be what you expect to hear. Well, the story that is being told is not what is expected to be heard, but it's needed. And I do feel like a lot of reconnections are happening. It is worth it. It's beautiful. Yeah, so making a commitment to yourself, Leos, my Leadonians. I don't even know if I'm saying it right. TikTok. All right, Leos, you are being stragglers. Ooh, this is going to involve text message or emails. Oh my God, it's time. This is time. Time has come ahead. That's fabulous. Guys, you are at the tail end of a gray area in black and white, and you have not been making a decision. You've been sitting just waiting for any sort of opening, but the opening was right there in front of you this entire time. All right, guys, it's time to or get off the pot. And not making a decision, you gave divine intervention the upper hand in this. You could walk through that door at any time, but you were afraid, and I get it. These things are scary, but whether or not you like to, you are going to have to walk through that door. You are going to have these fated events come into play. Go ahead, send messages, send emails, make calls. What the person on the other line, if it's family or friends or lovers, they do want to hear your voice. They do miss you too. You guys meant something. And again, this doesn't have to be romantic. If you had a falling out with a family member, a falling out with a friend, it's time to start mending those. It's actually divine timing to start mending those. In that space where you've been separated, there's been huge awakenings, huge upheavals and overhauls, and it's like you guys are totally different people, but there's still that desire to have the other person's presence in your life, or at least closure, which I think might be the same case for a few people. But again, that connection, that love, it was unconditional. I don't know how egos got in the way of unconditional, but it is the storyline. So say your piece and then do the maintenance. This is going to be worth the effort for you guys. All right, that was heavy. That was heavy, but beautiful. All right, what archetypes are Leos working with? Companion, holy God. Oh my God. All right, Sun, Moon, Rise, Venus, whatever planet has Leo in it, check it out. Check out the storyline, check out your other astrological points. So what has been a thief of time? This is unselfish and tenacious loyalty. Be mindful of any future betrayals. If you are authentic and open and free with your heart in this, it's not going to be taken advantage of. The biggest thief is time, which you have wasted enough of. All right. The person who is coming into play is a teacher of yours. Now, I don't think that this is a constructed education teacher. I feel like this is more like a life teacher, a spiritual teacher. And I feel like there is a lot of communication and skill and wisdom that is going to be exchanged between you guys. And again, I feel like the floodgates are about to open. You're stepping away from energy vampires, something that is draining your life force, even if it is your own ego, your own fears, your own anxieties, old archetypes in your life that have to die away, old social constructs. These are things that you are stepping away from. You are stepping away from the pain and stepping into unbridled, unconditional appreciation and love. And again, this does not have to be romantic. Unconditional love. Parents have unconditional love for their children. We have unconditional love for animals. We have unconditional love for family. I want this one too. This is someone you can build something with, a future with. It's like you guys have the same vision quest, and it's at the very least complementary. But you guys, this is something that you've wanted for a long time, something that you've put off. You didn't even realize that you wanted it to begin with, but once you saw it for what it was, it can be so scary because it can be taken away from you. So step into the fear, watch it dissipate, make those hard calls and say those hard sorries and embrace that love. I hope that that made sense. All right, Virgos. This is for Virgos, Sun, Moon, Rise, Venus, Neptune, Mercury, Pluto, Jupiter, whatever moon, yada, 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 this, that, and the other thing. Check it out, see what your storyline is. Ooh, focus on service. All right, I am a Virgo sun. I have 4 Virgos in my chart. I overanalyze everything. It is important that I be mindful not to overanalyze everything because I will create problems that weren't there in the first place. That's fun. That's a trip. All right. Ooh. All right, Virgo, you got wedding, giving and receiving. I want one more. Ooh. Yep. All right. Virgos. Wow. Okay. I want this one too. All right, Virgos, Sun, Moon, Rise, Venus. Check whatever house has Virgo in it. See what it's about. Entrepreneur, opportunity to forgive, giving and receiving, wedding, focus on service. So again, I feel like there is a lot of opportunity to forgive coming into place. Commitments being renewed. This can be reconciliations. This can be friends, family, lovers. This can be business opportunities. But you are the head honcho in your life. You have recently owned your power. And again, this was at a time where you were at your lowest of lows and there was absolutely nowhere to go but up. So that is where your empowerment lied. You knew how low things can get and that you can still bounce back from it. So this opportunity to forgive is going to allow for the reconciliation of these connections in your life. You are going to be afraid of reaching out. I get it. You're going to be afraid of making those tough calls, those messages, but you still have to make them. These are fated events and it is not easy. But the response that you is scripted and imagined to the worst possible way in your mind. But again, you're getting out of that. You are a person who can turn anything into opportunity. And this is an opportunity to find balance in yourself and others. This is an opportunity to forgive any shortcomings of the past. I feel like there's a lot of forgiveness that needs to be given, and I think that is more than willing to be given. You are directing and leading with a torch. I hope that made sense, Virgo. So let's go to Wisdom of the Oracle from Colette Baron Reid and have them fly across the floor. Okay. What the hell? Same messages as Leo. And you saw me shuffle on camera. I want one more. Okay, come on. Yeet. Loyal hearts. All right, all right, Virgo. Okay, you can't make someone want to live their life. You can't make someone be a character that suits you if it's not truly them, because those character traits are going to fall away. If you are going to accept someone, accept them as they are, accept them for the potential in them, and they will unfold at their own time. If you are accepting someone's bad behavior, then that is what's going to go on. And you have to be the king or queen of your life. And you have given your hearts to hearts that were not as loyal in the past. You had this idea that maybe you could change them. Maybe this was just something that would fall away on its own. Now, there is messages coming in. There is transitional phase that you are in right now. And again, you've been putting it off, just like Leo was. So, divine intervention is going to drop kick you into that divine fated moment. It's not easy. If all you can do is just say hi and wait for some sort of storm to come your way, it's not going to come your way. But it's going to be more than appreciated. And it is going to open the floodgate for forgiveness, for communication. And again, this is all fated and timed events. So drop the shenanigans, drop that sense of pride, because it holds you back from so many things. And again, you are the king or queen of your life. And what is on the other side of this is the king or queen of their life. So you guys need to have that mutual appreciation for each other. The disloyalment is not going to be a factor this time. I feel like you went into isolation and you really were just scraping away at the bottom, looking for that solid foundation, and now you are able to actually just exist and be in your authenticity. That is a huge part for you guys. So much like Leo, if it is family, friends, lovers, or business, or any of that, anyone that needs to hear a sorry, give them that sorry, give them that opening, give them that open opportunity to forgive. And Virgo, if you have the opportunity to forgive someone, forgive them. You are worth the effort. This connection is worth the effort, and you are worth that unbridled, unconditional love. I'm glad that you like it. Well, this is the mini astrological read. So hang out, check out your astrological points, and if you look at the little red line, push on it. It'll bring up a little red dot. Scroll back, find your astrological signs that I've done so far. All right, Virgo, what archetype are we working with? Let's see. Happy, happy, joy, joy. Yeah, when they fall. Why can't you just fall into my lap? Okay. Okay, remember, this is Caroline Mai's archetype cards. Don't get hooked on the name. Virgo, we got prostitute. I know it's one of the oldest services on the planet, but no. All right, so accentuates the challenge of surviving without negotiating the power of your spirit. You are a survivor. You have gone through the ringer, and you want to know what? You have lived. Do you know what that says about your strength? You don't give away any part of your best. You have gotten to such a strong point of power. All right, dilettante, or dilettante. I think I'm saying it right. I think I'm saying it right. All right, delights in the arts without having to be professional. You do something because it is your passion, not because you have shallow thoughts on it. I don't want to. Thank you, Renee. All right, so alerts you to the danger of becoming superficial in your pursuits. This is not about superficialness. This is not about getting shallow validation. Yeah, you are a beautiful person. You could be the most beautiful painting in the world. You could be the Da Vinci of everything. However, what is the substance underneath? That is what shines through and comes through in the paintings. You've already gone through this huge purge and purification. Don't stop it now with the idea that you are just validation seeking. No, this is so deep. So, beggar, gambler, where others see risk, you see opportunity. You are putting everything on the line, everything that you've built up. You are taking a huge leap of faith. You're stepping away from something that was so well-versed, so conditioned, so structured in your life because it was starving your soul. And you're stepping into your truth. And yes, it could fail miserably, but if you don't step into that, then you have already failed. So you are gambling with it, and you are doing it with your heart. So I hope that that made sense. Virgonians. All right, Libra. I love, 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 love Libra. They are mediators, natural mediators, but they also have this flip side where they will apologize just to make peace, even if they weren't in the room. Guys, Libras, you don't need to do that. Sun, Moon, Rise, Venus, whatever planet or house has Libra in it. See what it's about. And check your other points, see what the storyline is. Entrepreneurs, so much entrepreneurship. Everyone is really owning that king and queendom of themselves. So, all right, yeah, Libra. Guys, huge time for energy work. You are getting into the Zen mode. I love it. You are letting your dreams run wild for the first time ever. You don't have to have it all contained. You are the king or queen of your life. You are on that pedestal. You are poised. You are ready to leap into anything. You are letting your dreams run wild, and you are following them to where they go. And I find that fabulous. So you are going to need to have that energy work. Where are you going to put your priorities? Where are you going to let your soul run free? And what do you have to do to unlock it? So if you have the ability to do so, check out spiritual teachers, check out healing centers, check out life coaches, get some guidance in this, because you are a wild horse that doesn't need to be tamed, but needs to know how not to hurt itself in this. Again, this is beautiful for you guys. And get ready for the abundance. What you are putting out, you are truly getting in return. So I feel like you are putting out so many gold slivers. I'm going to say that. I want to say nuggets, but I can almost guarantee that one of my friends in the comments is going to make some sort of horrendous joke. I love you guys, but it's a thing. So, shower of abundance. What are you putting out and what are you getting back from it? And make sure that it is all beautiful and good intentions. You're worth that effort. So, let's see what we are looking at with Wisdom of the Oracle. And again, Libra, don't be afraid of how the cards come out or how they lay. It's how the story marries as a whole. We have not for you, Libra. What about the not for them? Ooh, okay. Hey, so it disconnected. I don't know at which point it did, but I know it was in the last few moments. So you guys, you got not for you, a leg up in reverse, regeneration, and there's one more. So I don't see you guys resisting the regeneration. Oh, okay. All right. I love this. I love this. I love this. You don't have to be everything to everyone. You don't have to have it all together. You don't have to be anyone's character. And that is what you're stepping away from. And that is what's giving you that sense of freedom to run wild, which, again, I see you doing. But don't go crazy with it. You need guidance in this. I feel like this is such fresh skin to air for you. You are finding your home. You are the garlic clove that fit into an orange wedge. You fit in, but you didn't belong. And now you are going to go find what spices truly marry well with you. And I really congratulate you on that. This is a huge empowerment, but don't be so prideful that you don't know how to ask for help. This is the freedom to ask for help without judgment, without conditions. The right people are going to show up in your life. And this is a huge thing to focus on this weekend. So I really hope that that made sense. Let bygones be bygones. Drop the weight, Libra. So let's see what archetypes you are working with. All right. I love the names on this, by the way. Angel. Oh, wow. You've been getting so much divine guidance in this. Helping those in need with no expectation of return. You do something because it's the right thing to do, not because you are told to do it. So many people played on those good emotions of you in the past. And again, with all this overhaul, this is really huge this weekend. I mean, it's going to start off gradually, yes, but this is the seed that is sprouting this weekend moving forward. Libra. You have guide, artist, father, angel. So talent for creating and supporting life, positively guiding light within the tribal unit, expressing a dimension of life that is just beyond the 5 sense. Why do I always say sentences? All right. Inspiring others to see life symbolically. All right. Represents the nature of the divine in life and in yourself. So, where you see a disservice bestowed upon anyone, if you see someone try to get another person cower and try and overpower another person superficially, not in the safety of a boundary, but in the idea of completely disempowering someone, you're starting to speak your voice and not letting that go on before you. That is not going to be something that you allow in your world. And what do you need to be mindful of? All right, so using your wisdom and know-how and your new sense of authority, your new sense of creativity, and how to navigate the situation to strictly your personal gain. Don't let it be a love of power turn into a don't let it be a power of love turn into a love of power for you guys. I get that you're a mediator. You see both sides of an argument. Don't let the abundance coming your way skew your view. You're worth so much more than that. So I hope that that made sense. All right, after Libra, we have Scorpio. I have a moon in Scorpio. So that is my internal workings. Check out your sun, moon, rise, and Venus, whatever planet or house has Scorpio in it. See how it marries into your storyline. Let's see what the angels want to tell my Scorpions. Okay. Assertiveness, child. Okay. Oop. Let's see. Time to go. All right. Seeing everything through the innocence of a child, asserting your boundaries, and completely working on self-acceptance. Scorpio, you're working on healing that inner child right now. I feel like a lot of things have happened in your life, like they do with everyone's life, but this is a key point for you. And again, check out your other astrological points and see where Scorpio governs in your life. You are healing a lot of inner child work this weekend, sense of abandonment, sense of failure, sense of, disempowerment, whatever the problem comes about, or, just maybe letting that inner child come out and play. That can be the storyline for you, but you are learning to let yourself run free, learning to express things very innocently, and just putting yourself out there and not taking life so serious. This is the opportunity to, I guess, be in the flow state is what I'm saying on this. But you are stepping away from unhealthy situations and connections, accepting yourself with all your perceived faults. I think I accented the A on that a little too much that time around, but faults. F-A-U-L-T-S. That's what I mean to say. So you're doing a lot of inner child work, seeing where all these hidden problems are coming to the surface, and you are asserting the boundaries. There is time cut out for play. There is time to cut out for being a goofball. Everything in moderation. All right, what does wisdom of the Oracle want to tell my Scorpions? Oh, make sure you like, share, subscribe, hit the bell on this, check for notifications, and see what is up with your other readings. I am extending this channel to love, to, well, I'm, doing the mini astrological signs, and mid-month, I'm doing a lot on this. All right, and I want one more. All right, you don't feel that inner peace right now. You are waiting for something to come around. You know that something is just around the corner for you. This is something that you're ready to face and leap into. You feel like you're gonna have another go around at something. It's different this time around. You've gotten a whole different perspective. You know it's coming around. You feel it. It's on the tip of your tongue. Your spidey senses are tingling. This is a huge illumination in your world. And let's see. I know it feels like you're repeating cycles, but you are seriously on a different level. You've done a lot of growth. You've done a lot of mirroring work going on in your life. And now you're ready to take this leap of faith into this new book of your life. The biggest thing on here that's standing out on me is 17, which breaks down to an 8, which is infinity and abundance. So keep that in mind this weekend moving forward, Scorpio. And what archetype are you working with? God, we're already at 50 minutes. Time's just flying. So are the cards. Let's see what is up. At least half the deck, so no. Gambler, this is just like what Virgo had. Okay, so where others see a huge risk and probably a fruitless risk, you see opportunity. If you don't take this risk, then you've failed already. If you take it and fail, then at least you at least will learn something in this. But you're embarking on something entirely new. You can navigate this completely. And also, this is going to involve you showing compassion where there really isn't need to have, well, they don't deserve to have compassion, at least in your eyes. And also, this is going to flex that unconditional muscle. You are getting rid of all the junk and gunk out of your life. Look at the color of these cards. These are all green. This is all heart chakra opening. So your heart is being broken wide open. You are trusting people that really people would understand if you didn't have that trust. But you are going to take a leap of faith and see that, okay, this person has changed. There is change going on. There is opportunity for greatness. I want to see where this goes. So Get rid of all the naysaying in your life. Get rid of all that no in your life and say yes. Say yes and yes to possibility and how quickly that unfolds in your world. You are healing a lot of mommy issues, working with unconditional love, and nurturing yourself and the possibility of life coming into play right now. So congratulations, Scorpio. Now, my Sagittarius, my mother is a Sagittarius, and I love the woman. So, Sun, Moon, Rise, Venus, anything Sagittarius. See what it's about. See what it means in your other astrological signs. Ooh, relationships. The biggest one is the one that you have with yourself, and then extending to source. Sagittarius, I feel like you are learning to trust yourself and your guides. This is a lot of asking for signs upon signs, which you don't need to do. Ooh. What you are putting out, you are getting back really quickly right now. You are stepping into your own power, your own creative power, your own head honcho ways. And I feel like you are embarking on new business ventures, my Sagittariuses. So learn to trust yourself. All right. A lot of people, when they want you to fail at something, it's because they don't have the audacity to do it themselves, or they don't want you to be perceived as better than them. When someone says no, you go say yes. You say yes to opportunity. You say yes to money. You say yes to friendships and business connections. You are worth that effort, Sagittarius. So allow your dreams to run wild. It's all within reach. You are worth that love. You are worth that connection. You are worth the family. And also pay attention to what your daydreams usually gravitate towards. That usually will see where your priority lies and where the unfolding will be. Pay attention to the signs and synchronicities. You've been getting a lot of them, whether it's through numbers, through readers, through songs on the radio. You've been getting the signs and synchronicities. So be open to it. You already are, just actualize it. I hope that made sense, Sagittarius. So let's see what you are working with Wisdom of the Oracle. I'm kind of sticking to 3 decks. I'm sticking to 3 decks. It feels good. It feels right. And I'm actually starting to get tired, so this is good. This was a good venture for the night. Ooh. Let's see. Sagittarius, if something comes out upside down, it's not anything bad. It's how the story marries as a whole. And if you are just chiming into the channel, make sure you like, share, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. And we'll see what is up. Ooh, messages coming into play. You are going to be hearing from someone you haven't heard from in a while. I feel like there was a emotional power struggle, and ooh, someone really tried to play on your fears. I feel like this was a person who's not narcissistic but had a narcissistic swing right now. Like they were pulling at everything, trying to have any sense of power, but they misused that with you. But I do feel like they have a good heart. I do feel like there's a good connection there. And I do feel like they had gotten their head out of their arse. And now you can actually sit back and watch them come to you. I'm not telling you to avoid the rest of your life. I'm saying let them come to you. They're the ones who stepped away. They can actually come back. And this is them stepping into the flow state. So they had got hit with a really hard reality recently. And a lot of shadow parts of themselves came to the surface that was undeniable to them and those around them. And I feel like that led to separation in the world, and they tried to do damage control, but they have to live their truth, and they have been living a lie for so long. So sit back and watch this person's life come together. And this is a compatible life to your storyline, which is why I'm even saying that in the first place. For some reason, you feel like one of the homes to this person. And this is going to provide you with more opportunity. So I hope that made sense. All right. What archetypes are you working with? Ooh, dilettante. Again, I hope I'm saying that right. Ooh, femme fatale. Messiah. Serving humanity with humility. So you're not going to toot your own horn to this person. Originally I'm from Vermont. I moved to New York in 2003, and I have only recently been in Vegas. So femme fatale. So you are owning the sensual qualities of yourself. I feel like you're a very tactile person, and you are just enjoying everything with all your five senses. And you are you're taking it to an extraordinary level. You are building a bridge between supernatural and natural. And I feel like you can pull other people into that world. And I feel like this is such a soothing experience for you. I feel like you are overcome with a sense of calm and all-knowing. You just went through all this chaos, you went through all this detriment, and here you are. You survived, and now you can let down your guard. I hope that that made sense, Sagittarius. All right. Capricorn. Yes. My practical, pragmatic, amazing Capricorn. Sun, Moon, Rise, Venus, whatever has Capricorn in it, see what governs it, and see what your storyline has. I want that one, and I want that. Time to go, Capricorn. Go towards what? Your happiness. You are in the flow state, Caps. Sun, Moon, Rise, Venus, whatever has Capricorn in it. You are moving away from talking yourself into being okay with someone or something, being complacent. You're done being complacent. And now you're stepping into your pride, your joy, your freedom, your muse. It's actually really beautiful. Innocence. Let your past go. And there's one more in here. I want this one. Okay. Confidence. Let your past go. Innocence, joy, time to go. So what you're stepping into now is, I feel like it is innocent reconnection with people who push you along your path, people who make you question things, people who help you take the wool off your eyes. You are being reawakened right now. And this is, again, you stepping into the flow state, stepping into joy. You can be confident that you are not repeating old cycles. Your feet are in the stream. You are getting wet. You are living. You are thriving. You are moving along so beautifully. And you are finding people who are of the same vibe, who are part of your expansion. This is purely innocent and unbridled love. And again, I feel like sacral chakra is being widely activated in this. This is you being really sensual with all of your senses and really feeling out everything around you. I hope that that made sense. So, what is wisdom of the oracle want to tell my caps? My cappies. After this, we have Aquarius and Pisces, and I think we're done. Oh my God. Oh my God. I hope this is considered mini for the astrological signs. We shall see. We just broke an hour. New life. All right. You can say when you don't know what you're doing. You can say that you have no idea how something is going to turn out. The important thing is step into that discomfort and make it known. When you show your vulnerability is truly a strength. And guys, all right, some messages are coming about. You're not really sure how you're going to navigate this, but I feel like you're not ready to make any hasty movements, not to make any life-altering decisions, but you are willing to listen, willing to be heard, and willing to see what is coming into play. This is, again, all involving messages. So there is a change coming. It's been coming for a while. This has been put off by external forces right now. So you have no idea what's coming in. Fun, right? And you have no idea how you're going to navigate it. Again, that's fun. Not so much. But don't shut something out just because it is unknown, just because you have no idea how to navigate it. That is evolution. We have no idea what we are stepping into. We had no idea what it was to breathe. But then you learn. And then you learn to pant when you run. And then you learn to breathe slowly when you get into a meditative state. Everything is new in evolution and in a process. So be open to what is coming in. It's going to be unique to hear. All right, Now, ooh, no, too many. Too many. Hi, RN. East Coast love. Alchemist, Liberator. All right, I'll take those two, but I want this one. And I want, here's one more. Yes. Okay. Shapeshifter. Oy vey, have I heard that enough in the last few days. Not saying anything bad. These are just titles. It's the substance underneath. Athlete, stretching that unconditional muscle. Well, I'm doing the mini astrological pulse right now, so make sure that you check your astrological sign. Right now, I'm on Capricorn. So we have Liberator, freeing yourself and others from outmoded beliefs and releasing negative thought patterns. Transformation of base motives and goals into golden wisdom. This is, again, all about your personal evolution, your life evolution. You are able to navigate the unknown, and you are doing it with blind confidence because you're not going to let anyone have that kind of power over you. But you work with all the different levels of consciousness. You see where someone is. You see their potential. You see where they are trying to go. You can get down to their level without going down to their level, if you know what I mean. And you can help them up, not out of obligation, but because you have that unconditional love and you are showing what someone needs to see in unconditional love and giving them that gift. And you will have no idea how that feels to be mirrored, because even though you've given unconditional love, very seldomly have you received it in the past. So again, this is mutual teachings on your part, Cappies. So you are freeing people. You are freeing yourself from all those old constructs that doesn't serve anyone anymore. That is stagnant water. The only thing that grows there is grossness. We're out of that. So I hope that that made sense, Capricorn. And now we are going to Aquarius. It's the dawning of the age of Aquarius. I went to the song. I did. You're welcome. Sun, Moon, Rise, Venus, anything with Aquarius. See how this marries into your story. Check out your other astrological points too. Steady progress. Ooh, innocence. I love it. And there's one more for you, Aquarians. Release and surrender. Let your past go. Drop the weight. Have confidence, assertiveness, innocence. You can take all the wisdom, the lessons, the hardships that you've been through and not relive every situation. To let go of those weights doesn't change what happened or the gravity that it had in your life, but it does give you the freedom of not having to live it anymore. You don't have to be a victim anymore. You don't have to be stuck anymore. You are not set in stone. You can go anywhere. And learning to sway with the breeze. This is finding your own song, finding love for yourself, and putting in boundaries that you won't let people across. This is passion being reawakened in you. And you are giving up all your ghosts. And it is beautiful and it is so scary, because what is going to fill that space? Everything that you are. And that is really a pillar of strength in your part. So I hope that that made sense. Now let's look at Wisdom of the Oracle from Colette Baron-Reid. I want that one. Yeah, you're going through chaos right now. Aquarians are huge in change. You guys are so known for being so quirky and changed. And for you to be so shaken up in this and so out of your element speaks to the gravity of this situation. You're working on time frames with your heart. These are soul bond connections that are coming into play right now. And I feel like you are having to forgive someone who hurt you deeply, that you trusted so unconditionally in the past. You are scared to trust them again. You are overanalyzing this, but you have a decision that you have to make. And you have to decide, is this worth the effort or not? And only you know. And I wouldn't exactly leave it to a flip of a coin for you. Get into your space. And again, with this, release the need to control the situation. All you can control is yourself. This is something that can come back around again if you put it off. I hope that that made sense. But your heart is being reawakened and you're afraid of it, because I feel like this part of your heart was closed off for so long because it felt betrayed. And I know that you are in deep contemplation right now, but soon your peace will return. It's really beautiful for you guys. Now, my Aquarians, let's see what archetypes you're working with. Liberator and Alchemist. Let's see what else. Kind of like Capricorn. I love it. It's not easy. All right. Humility. This is a call for you to have humility because you don't want to be made a fool of again. You're not going to be a fool, Aquarius. You have enough insight. You have enough tools under your belt. I don't know why you don't trust yourself now. You know what it's like to be as hurt as you have been. So you can really use that to your advantage. Okay, Poet. This is telling you to bare your soul. Bare those hurts. It's not going to be pretty. And there's still one more that wants to come out. No. It's in here. All right. You have God, Eternal Child, Poet, Midas, Student, Liberator, and Alchemist. You can spin anything into gold. You are truly the empowerment, the benevolence, and the compassion, the eternal force in your world. You are part of co-creation, Aquarius. And that kind of power, I know that you're afraid of what that could do to you and do to your soul, if that could break you down or take away your edge. You don't have to be in control over everything. You are in control of yourself. Everything around you has the opportunity to be to gold. But where are you directing those energies? What is your priority? Your priority is with yourself. And what is yourself? That is your expansion. What brings you joy? So feel this out. You don't have to have all the answers right now. You are a student. You are learning to trust again. You are learning what it means to bare your soul and give yourself that freedom. You know that there's no going back. You can't unknow things about your life or about people. You can't unknow things about situations, but you can navigate the situations moving forward. At least my Pisces, my fish, my astrological counterpoint. I'm the analytical one. You are the in-depth emotional one. It's not a bad thing. It's actually really empowering. You are stepping away from something. What are you stepping away from? What are my Pisceans stepping away from? Ooh. Codependent partnerships. You got to make space for people who are more in sync with you and who embrace you better. Ooh. You've been cooped up inside too long. You need to get outside of yourself right now. You're too lost in your own thoughts and you are too afraid to jump. You are just like me in that you will overanalyze the situation thinking that someone is not going to accept an opening. But you are being given the go-ahead. You have freedom of reigns. Again, this is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rise, Venus. Whatever planet or house has Pisces in it, see what the storyline's about. So I don't actually want this one for you too. Oh, you are so overburdened, Pisces. And you know, you guys are really emotional to begin with. Again, that's a good thing. For you to be so overly drained of your emotions, you have got to find some way and some help to get that back. You're getting divine guidance on self-care. You know, reach out to a metaphysician, healing center, or a life coach, someone who is not you. You know you, that is great, but you also get lost in your thoughts. So you need someone who has fresh eyes to the situation. They are going to help clear that fog, and they're going to help you find your equilibrium. Again, this is guiding you to get outside yourself. You are making way for new partnerships in your world, and you know that it is okay to step away from unhealthy partnerships, codependent ones, ones that try and keep you in a shell that is safe for them and not for you. This is what you got from the angels. Whew. I love this, but I should have brought in a drink in. Buy the book. So yeah, while you're stepping over those metaphysical dead weights in your world, be mindful of what you put out. All right, don't overanalyze, don't overthink, just go. Your shores are off in the distance. You have further places to go. You have further places that are going to awaken your heart. Your happy lies elsewhere. You're going through a regeneration, but only you have the key to unlocking that self-imposed prison. You have every right and opportunity to step outside of it, and that's what I see you doing this weekend moving forward. Guys, you've put it off long enough. This is time for an overhaul, a regeneration, and I think that it's going to be shocking at first, and I think that that's why you need that help to get out of your own head, because you will see every which way that this won't work. You don't need that. You need that divine intervention. Reach out. So let's see what... Child in nature. All right. Addict. So you're facing addictive behaviors. Again, I feel like this is codependency. Now that can speak to a lot of things. Relationships, whatever takes you out of a considerable normal state. Okay. You need help with this. There is magic in life that is waiting for you to bear witness to it, but you are so clouded. You have been so clouded and so overwhelmed that you need, well, these, ooh, okay. I love this. Pisces. You got healer, trickster, child magical, rescuer, addict, and child nature. You have so much inner child healing to do. So you have to find out, where does this codependency come from? Why is it there? And how can you get rid of it? You, again, need a crutch with this. You've felt this so deeply. This is like all that you know. And I do see someone coming to the rescue. Put it out there that you need divine intervention, divine help, and then let it come to you. Don't stop any which way that it'll come. You will know it by the way that it feels. That is the most important thing. So seeing the potential in everything, you need to see the potential in yourself. Transcend conventional stuffiness and predictable behavior. You need to do something new this time around. You are Pisces. I love it. So, passion for serving others by healing the mind, body, and spirit. You can't help others if you are not helped yourself. You can't help others be okay if you are not okay. Everything starts in your own internal world, and that is what you're learning to fix this weekend moving forward. With everything that you just went through and closed off on, you are really wounded right now, and that is not something that is something to be looked down on. That's not something to be ashamed of. Everyone has those moments. You're having yours right now. So put your pride and ego aside. Put your need for being perfect and having it all together aside. Show your vulnerability. Allow the help to help you, and allow yourself to get better. That is what you are working on. You have to work on getting better for yourself, and because you are going to be helping others too. And again, you can't help others if you're not okay. Everything stems from your heart, and that needs repairing right now. So I hope that that made sense, Pisces. This is what came out for you. And you do need help getting away from codependency. It's not fun. It's not easy, but you're worth the effort. And you're going to see that moving this weekend forward. So be open and receiving. I hope that that made sense, Pisces. Guys, thank you so much for my first mini read on all the astrological signs. I think I'm going to do it again, but I'm going to bring a drink next time. So check out your other astrological points. I'm going to go through this and timestamp it. So check out all the other reads. Reach out if you want a personal reading. Find me on all social platforms. And until next time, stay safe, have fun. I'll talk to you all soon.